Nobody is talking about this Washington Commanders player on defense that I think is getting ready to step up in a big way after Jonathan Allen goes down with an injury. And I think that player is rookie defensive tackle Jer'zhan Newton out of the University of Illinois. Today, we're going to be talking about the impact of Jonathan Allen's season-ending pec injury. We'll talk about why I think Newton is going to be able to step up for this defense moving forward, and we're going to talk about what this defense is going to look like writ large for the rest of the season without Allen on the field. Welcome into the Commanders Report. I'm your host, Jack Sperry. Make sure you guys click that thumbs up icon if you haven't already. If you are a Jer'zhan Newton fan and you think he is going to be a great player for this Washington Commanders defense for many years to come. So let's have a little bit of a roundup here of the defensive injuries that were suffered against Baltimore. We'll start with Dorrance Armstrong, the edge rusher. He hurt his ribs playing in that game. He did not come back to play in that Baltimore Ravens game, and he started the week of practice this week not on the practice field. So we'll see how he progresses throughout the week. Hopefully he can get to a point where he can play on Sunday this week against the Panthers, but certainly not trending in that direction is what I would say my feeling is on that right now. Then we look at Jonathan Allen, and he is out for the season with a torn pec, and this is a big blow to the Commanders defense because this was already a defensive unit that was struggling a little bit and was a little bit lackluster, just gave up 480-plus yards of offense to the Baltimore Ravens just last week, and now you're losing a guy in Jonathan Allen who is supposed to be one of the biggest impacts on this defense and is supposed to be really the leader of this defense. So this is really a big loss for the Washington Commanders here. There's a lot of youth and inexperience on this line. Daron Payne has been really disappointing to start this season as well. So losing a guy like Jonathan Allen, who is getting paid to be the leader of this defense, it really does suck. And you just can't sugarcoat it, man. And the Commanders are going to have to have multiple players, most likely, step up in big ways here if this defense is going to turn things around. You guys know, if you've been watching the channel, I've been heavily advocating for Adam Peters to make a move for a top corner at the trade deadline this year. Hopefully they can put some things together here, and hopefully by season's end, this is a defense that we look at as a team that could potentially win playoff games here for this Washington Commanders franchise moving forward. So listen, man, we feel terrible for Jonathan Allen here on the show, man. Prayers up for him. If you want to send some positive love to John on today's show, spam those 93s in the chat, and let's see how many 93s we can get in there and show Jonathan Allen some support after this season-ending injury. So listen, man, obviously this injury to Jonathan Allen is a big one. And the question is it time to worry about this defense? Because it was already not the best defensive unit in football before this injury. And now you take away Jonathan Allen, and these numbers seem poised to go down. Right now you are bottom half in the league in every single one of these key metrics. And that's not something that you want to see. Only 4 takeaways. They only have 1 interception right now. They're giving up a touchdown on 70% of their opponents' red zone trips. That's absolutely atrocious. And right now they're giving up over 24 points a game. And now with Jonathan Allen out of the lineup, things definitely seem bleak for the Washington Commanders defense, at least on paper. But coming up next year, I'm going to tell you how I think Jer'zhan Newton could be an X factor for this Commanders defense and turning things around as we go down the home stretch of the 2024 NFL campaign. But before we get into Jer'zhan Newton and some potential some Band-Aids here and some potential fixes for this defense, let's have a word from our sponsor here at Prize Picks, which is the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports right on your phone. And unlike other apps on Prize Picks, it's just you against the numbers. You can now pick up to 100 times, or you can now win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. And Prize Picks puts its members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money in as quick as 15 minutes. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you just play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks also offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts. Like this week, for example, Anthony Edwards just needs to score 1 point for his square to win. Prize Picks is the best way to win real money this football season. Which players are going off? Which ones aren't? Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your sports opinions into real money all season long on Prize Picks. So let's take a look at an NBA-type projection here on Prize Picks. You guys see this awesome promotion right now that the Prize Picks has? Right now, Anthony Edwards Just has to score 1 point for you to hit the more on him right now on Prize Picks. That's just free money right there that you guys can take advantage of right there. Then the rest of my Prize Picks projections here, I'm going to take the less on points for LeBron James and more on Jason Tatum. You guys can get in on the fun, this NBA or football or like whatever the case may be on Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you just play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, run your game. So now let's talk about Jer'zhan Newton, because I think that this is the kid that's going to be stepping up for this unit in a big way in the weeks to come here, now that Jonathan Allen is out for the remainder of the season. And the reason why I think Jer'zhan Newton is going to get the job done here is because of his first step. And this is what really made me fall in love with this kid when I watched him on film with the Illinois Fighting Illini last year, and why he was an All-American for them last season. 52 tackles, 9 tackles for loss, forced fumble, and also 7.5 sacks. This guy just impacts the game from an interior pass rusher perspective, and that first step really allows him to get into the backfield, make those kinds of impact plays that you draft a guy like this extremely early for. Then another player to watch as well is Phidarian Mathis, somebody that has been a very, very solid, almost nose tackle type for this Commanders defense. Very solid run defender. And I think that he's going to step up in a big way as well. So listen, man, I think that the division of labor here in terms of replacing Jonathan Allen and his snaps in this defense on early downs, short yardage, goal line, that type of stuff, you're going to see Phidarian Mathis out there quite a bit to be a true run stuffer. And then the undersized Jer'zhan Newton, I think, is going to be out there in more pass-heavy situations, second down and medium, second down and long, third down situations, so that he can get after the passer and kind of fill that pass rushing role from the interior that Jonathan Allen was assuming for this Commanders defense. And like I said, with that quick first step, I think Jer'zhan Newton has an opportunity as he continues to get healthier and healthier off of his procedures he had done on his feet this year and in this offseason, that I think that he is going to really have that uptick in production. He's really going to rise to the occasion here, and both of these guys are going to do that. And then also, we have to talk about this as well. Jer'zhan Payne needs to pull his weight. This season has been he's been pretty much invisible for the Washington Commanders defense, and with Jonathan Allen out, he has nowhere else to hide, man. He needs to get it going. Just 8 tackles in 6 games for somebody that's playing in the teeth of the defense, that is absolutely unacceptable to me. 2 QB hits, a half sack. It's just not good enough for Jer'zhan Payne right now. I think he's had one performance where I've watched on film where I was like, you know what? That's a pretty decent game from Jer'zhan Payne. All 5 other games have just been not very good for Jer'zhan this year, and this guy got paid. This guy's getting paid a lot of money now, and now with Jonathan Allen out of the lineup here, it's going to be important for Jer'zhan Payne to pick up the slack here, to really do a good job getting after opposing quarterbacks. And of course, he's a bigger guy, and he's going to be asked to stuff the run as well. So with Jonathan Allen out, there's nowhere left for Jer'zhan Payne to hide. He needs to deliver, and he needs to do it now. So let me know down there in the comments section, what's your panic level for this Commanders defense at this point? You just gave up over 480 plus yards of offense to the Ravens last week. You just lost arguably your best player on defense in Jonathan Allen for the season. So let me know where you guys think this defense is at here. Put it on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not worried at all, to 10 being it's like a 5-alarm fire, like, oh my goodness, DEFCON 1, the world is ending. Let me know what you guys think down there in the comments section. For me, I'm sitting at about a 7. Make sure you guys click that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really do appreciate your guys' support. Let me know your guys' thoughts about Jer'zhan Newton, Jer'zhan Payne, Phidarian Mathis. Do you think that this defensive line is going to hold up with Jonathan Allen out for the rest of the season? Let me know your thoughts down there in the comments section, guys. Click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And until next time, go raise some hail.